Yeah, your name?
Hey, hi, I'm Anika. I'm from Chandigarh. So this is what different concept I just come across. I feel this is the right platform for men to express themselves.
Wonderful.
So of course, everybody know whenever women's not the country, government supports and also society supports women.
Uh-huh.
Even men need somebody to support them whether it's like right or wrong.
Okay.
I just love this concept.
Okay. What do you think about the helpline though? It's the statistics regarding 50,000 calls in 1 year.
Amazing thought.
Okay.
Wow. It's really good thought for the men.
Wonderful.
I feel it's helpful. I mean, men who are suffering and has set committing suicide.
Yeah.
And it helps them.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
More than 70% of those who die by suicide in India are men. What is the reason behind this high and rising number of suicide cases among men in India? We explore in this episode of the Y-Axis. Hello and welcome, you're watching Happiest Health, I'm Revati.
Family problems and health issues remain the prominent reasons behind suicides in India. Owing to these two reasons, the male to female ratio of suicides has increased from 1.9 and 2.5 to 2.4 and 3.2 respectively during 2014 to 2021. There was a 107.5% increase in men citing family problems as the reason during this period. compared to 58% in women. In 2021, the suicidal death rate among men stood at 34.6%, compared to women's 13.1%. The emergency wards of 5 state-run hospitals in Bengaluru received close to 7,000 suicide attempt cases in the last 18 months alone, a majority of them being men. This man in his 30s called a helpline and reached out to an NGO in Karnataka when he was experiencing emotional distress. He was going through a marital dispute. He says his friends or family did not seem to understand him.
What was happening during that time, the daily routine gets affected. Okay, you will not food have entire, otherwise you either you will have stress eating. I was eating chats, coffee, and you can't focus on work basically. So luckily, at least I've heard people, I mean, they've lost jobs and all, but luckily my manager was supportive. When I come to Puruhotra, they told that speak to your manager about this. There is a community. I mean, there are other peoples who are, I mean, gone through, fought it, and they know the actual thing, and they suggested me. And the main focus was your mental health focus. They were telling, do your exercise, do your meditation, focus on your work. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? You go sleepless. I mean, it drives you towards the unwanted, like maybe you end yourself or something. But those thoughts have come to me, and that was like if you see no solution, you go towards that. But luckily for me, this counseling helped. I was doing my marathon, and 2021 I did my 50 kilometers. So that was, I mean, that is the proof I wanted to share, because I know the marathon thing. It's a very mind thing. Okay, if your mind is not good, you can't run. I was participating in amateur MMA also. That also I stopped, but I want to continue it again. But marathon thing, I just recovered.
This helpline, SIF1, has received over 4 lakh calls in the 10 years of its existence, mostly from men facing mental distress. While married men and unmarried men have similar suicide death rate, married men had a significantly higher suicide death rate compared to married women. There is an increasing number of men who are now seeking help. However, experts say that it is not a widely seen change.
It's very promising to see that men, particularly young men, do approach these days seeking help for their psychological or mental health and well-being.
Studies have shown that those who survive a suicide attempt are likely to repeat the attempt. However, the repetition rates are grossly underreported for various reasons. A man who survives a suicide attempt may not reveal that it was suicide due to shame. Although suicide has been decriminalized, it is still registered as a medico-legal case in India, which means the survivors could fear possible legal repercussions. And lastly, those who attempt suicide may unfortunately die and never make it to the record. However, interventions can bring down this number. The key is to notice the signs. The challenge is that the signs are not always obvious, and change can take time.
I talk to others and tell that you need to talk to professionals. You need to talk whenever it happens. Don't stay silent. That is the mistake you do. Okay, and as men, it's a thing that you shouldn't cry. Okay, definitely that's there. You shouldn't cry. You don't. You cry about a problem. You solve your own problem. Some things, those things are expected, but you should come out of it. That's the thing. Everybody, I mean, it's a human being in the man.
Image that men don't cry seems to be slowly changing.
While numbers tell a sad story, young men around us seem to be changing the narrative by shedding the stereotypical strong man image. Remember, men do cry. Humans cry irrespective of their gender. So the next time you high-five a bro and something doesn't seem right, ask them, is everything okay? Because help is available. Help is acceptable. Thanks for watching.